Yo, John Cook here. Sorry, I just got out of the shower. Today I want to talk about surrendering your plans to Jesus, but also put in the work and be obsessed with the work, but make sure you're doing it for Jesus. Now that I know that was long, you're like, what the heck are you talking about? And you have no right to talk about this. You're broke. You're a nobody yet. And I totally understand that. But one day I will be. I'm sure some of you I truly believe only a select few will understand what I'm saying. A lot of y'all say y'all believe in Jesus and trust in Jesus. Same thing here. I'm a hypocrite as well. And yet our actions do not say we believe in Jesus. Our actions do not say we love Jesus. And yet we always put our own desires, like money, our own, want to be successful over Jesus. And I do that as well. In order to get that blessing and to prepare for it in the right way is to surrender all of it to Him. I don't know if you're going through a heartbreak. I don't know if you're going through horrible financial problems, or your family is not together anymore, or your siblings aren't getting along. Something bad is happening in your life. You're going through health problems. In order to get to the other side is you have to go through that suffering and prepare in the right way by giving it to God. And that's so hard to do because I struggle with that as well. But in order to have that dream become a reality is to make sure that you have so much faith in God, not just faith, but also surrendering everything to Him and say, God, it's yours. I will put in the work. I will prepare the right way. But teach me how to prepare. Make sure I'm doing every single step right. Make sure I do every single step right in order so I can receive that blessing. That way I don't let it crumble. And it's hard. Trust me, I know. I'm a human being. I mess up a lot. There's certain times I just want to go back to my old self. And I truly believe only a select few will understand this. You can't go back to your old self because now you're in too far. Now you're in too deep. You already invested so much into yourself where you can't even go back. Now you just got to see this stuff through. Now you just got to keep going through this hell that you're in just to get to the other side because you can't go back. And you know you can't because you've tried to go back before and it still didn't work. So you're just stuck in this storm and praying. Just hopefully you get to the other side. I've been there and I'm still in it. It sucks. But you have that little bitty belief of staying humble, but also like trying to kill your ego, but also believing in yourself and realizing I'm going to put in the work and Jesus is going to throw me an amazing opportunity. And that's what you need to have. It sucks. It truly sucks. But you got to see it through. Some of y'all, as for me, like I'm going through so much, but I don't sit and complain about it. I don't sit and just constantly talk about it because the more I talk about it, the more of it's going to become a problem. And that's one thing a lot of people need to realize. The more they talk about the problems, the more a problem it's going to be. The only person you need to talk about your problems to is like your best friend. If your best friend's your parent, well, okay, I don't know about that. I mean, your best friend should be your parent when you're like 20-something. But otherwise, that's a whole another story anyway. Otherwise, if you're younger than that, you should get your ass beat as a kid. I got my ass beat a lot, which I deserved it. But anyway, or your spouse if you're married, if they're surrendered to Christ, they will understand, or your best friend. Otherwise, you tell it to Jesus, and He understands you. He understands your heart. He understands where you're at. He's just waiting for you to surrender those plans to Him. He's just waiting for you to say, okay, give me those plans. I will make it all come true. Here you go. I will give you another vision of how you will be. Here you go. Okay? I will whisper encouragement into your ears. But all you got to do is row. It's all you got to do. It's not that hard. You just got to show up every day and have belief. I truly believe I'm going to be a somebody. There's no doubt about it. I have the desire to be a somebody. I have the desire to leave a legacy on this earth for my Savior. Which, okay, there's like a huge cross over here. Like, I have a desire to leave a legacy for my Savior. I want to be a good husband, a good father, a good mentor. I want to be very, very, very good at sales. I want to be the best at it. I want to make a lot of money. But I also don't want that to be my desire. And that's so hard because I struggle with that as well, as where I put that over him sometimes. And it's hard as hell. But, and also, man, and I truly, truly think only a select few are going to understand what I'm saying. Like this much. A lot of people talk the talk, but when it comes to understanding it, bro, they don't understand. They don't understand that absolutely nobody is going to understand you, bro. No one. Your siblings aren't going to understand you. Probably your parents aren't going to understand you. Your closest friends, they ain't going to understand you, bro. They ain't going to understand you why you want that life. But that's okay, because God put that inside you. Now when he put that inside you, go chase it, but also keep him first. Chase it, but here's God. Keep him first to whatever you go. That way you can leave a legacy for him. And bro, it sucks, I know. I'm gonna just let you know before some of y'all go into this, you're gonna go through financial problems. The person that you love, all these friends that you have, bro, they ain't gonna be there no more. You ain't gonna have no more friends. Your money, gone. Friends, gone. People you love, gone. People will use you. Yeah. You will get lied to. Yes. You will try several businesses, gone. You will be in debt. Yes. But that is what's going to shape you and mold you into the person that you need to be in order to handle this type of success. Because if you can already handle that type of stress, especially at this young of an age, then imagine where you'll be like when you're 25, 30, 35, 40. Let me tell you something. Some of the best advice I've ever heard was King Solomon, we're born from dust and we'll go back to dust when we die. So we have our own free will to do whatever we want. And also in science terms, in 4 to 6 months we'll be forgotten. So don't worry about what others think. I'm in my room, broke as shit. I'm almost 21. People are saying, John Mark, what the hell are you doing with your life? Bro, I don't know. I'm trying. I'm trying to become rich. I'm trying to make money. Not for me. It's just so I can help people, bro. Imagine taking care of your parents. Imagine taking care of your mom, your dad, people who you love, people who you get to pay back, your girlfriend, your wife, and do it in his name. And it's hard. And I want you to remember when you're going through the sufferings, it should actually bring you closer to Jesus. And when you go through the suffering, most people quit. Most people quit. Most people give up. Most people really, really give up. And while you're in this time of suffering, you need to turn to Jesus. Like, you need to understand his word and what he means by what. Don't just read it. Dissect it. You're going to meet a lot of people. You're going to meet a lot of people, bro. Who say they love Jesus. And they may love Jesus. But they're not obedient. And it's one of the most heartbreaking things. And it's the same way about being delusional to success. Like, bro, I have all the cars and like books everywhere I read. My whole desk is like covered in books right here. Crazy covered in success. It's just about getting better. And like my vision board and like all this vision stuff up here. Nobody's going to understand, bro. Nobody's going to understand. Nobody's going to understand, bro. And there's another thing I want some of y'all to know. Just because you see somebody who has success, like they worked hard, they did the right thing, they sacrificed, they took risks, they worked hard, and they have money. That still does not mean they're awake. And it still does not mean they're a good person. And only a select few understand what I'm saying. Only a select few. They're a good person. They took risk. They sacrificed and they built business. They got rich. But they're not awake. They're not awake here. And only a very select few will understand what I'm talking about. They don't know the game. They don't know the game. You'll meet some people who rather listen to human wisdom than God's wisdom. I was fallen victim of that. I would rather listen to human wisdom than God's wisdom. That happened to me, and I got really, really arrogant. Really, really ego. Be careful who you listen to. Be careful who you trust. There's going to be days, bro, you're going to want to give up. There's going to be days, bro, you just can't do it anymore. Keep going. You got to keep going. And don't let your ego get high, bro. As soon as you start making money, bro, don't spend it. Save your money. Save your money, invest your money until you get to a point where, don't try to chase the success, bro. Have zero debt. Have no debt. Don't try to look fancy, bro. Stay low. Stay low key for a while. I used to post on Instagram. I don't anymore. I just post YouTube. I kind of want to be like a Patrick Bet-David, where like all of his, he just really posts like these old Instagram videos, only posted like on YouTube. I think that's cool. I think that's really, really cool. I kind of want to be like that. And you just got to see yourself being a type of man, like a mega entrepreneur. Another thing, bro, feelings are fleeting, bro. You can't. I'm not trying to be like a douchebag, but like, you gotta be very careful. All these Christian people, bro. Some of them, they're too vulnerable. They're way too vulnerable. They're too emotional. They think it's okay to talk about sex with their spouse. Don't be like that. They think it's okay to talk about the problems that they have right now to millions of people. Like their family problems. Don't be like that. Take that to Jesus and take that to your spouse. Don't be like that. You don't need to tell anybody, bro. And I'm not trying to be rude here. This is from what I've noticed. People who stay true to their word and stand firm in the word, sooner or later, it may not happen when they're 20s or 30s, but most men that I see who finally wake up in their early 20s, do all the sacrifice. By the time they're 45 and plus, they do very well in life. I'm not saying they have challenges, but they do very well in life. And you should want that. You should want that. But also don't get your ego too big, because my ego was getting too big. And I was forgetting how Jesus blessed me so much. I was getting too comfortable. I was reading the Bible, but I wasn't dissecting. I wasn't curious like I was. That's one thing. Always be curious in your field and in Jesus, most importantly. That's number one. Be curious about Jesus. How are you teaching me today? How are you guiding me today? Go get to the word, dissect it. If you're in sales, that's me. Dissect it. Become the best at it. Trust the process. We always want instant gratification now. It sucks sometimes, bro. I don't know. Maybe Jesus will come soon. Maybe so. I don't know. I don't know. And there's another thing. One thing that I do, I write a lot. I became so good at writing, bro. I could probably write a book. Some of y'all are going to believe me, but like, I spend a lot of time alone. And you're going to see a lot of people on social media. You need to go hang out with other people, this. Sometimes you can't. God will seriously just say no. Like, you try to, you can't. Take this time of isolation to keep preparing, prepared to be that man you need to be. And also, while you're preparing to build a business, to keep Jesus number one, while making money, also prepare to be a good husband. During this whole entire time, prepare to be a good husband. Learn from your past relationships of what to do, what not to do. Do not blame others. Blame you. Then pray. And you should be over your girl or guy in 2.5, 3 months. I was together for 5 years, bro. Like that. Don't give me, there are a little, I don't cry or anything, but there's some days I'm, oh, you know what? Kind of sucks. But it's kind of rare now. It's going to go away like in a couple months. Because I went straight to Jesus, bro. Anyway, that's all I really have for today, bro. Keep dreaming. It's going to become true. Be delusional. And remember, bro, don't lose your salvation on the way to success, bro. Remember who your Lord and Savior is. You know, and spread his word. Be a good mentor one day. Be a very, very good mentor one day.